Hi, so today we're going to talk about how you can unwind your low back. A lot of people think that their low backs go out because they're weak, but usually it's because there are muscles that are tight that are pulling on those attachments. And so if we can unwind that a little bit, we can protect our low backs. So you're going to start just on the floor with a neutral pelvis and just start to rock the pelvis back and forth a little bit. So I'm thinking of wagging my tail down to the floor, my low back arches away from the mat, and then as I wag my tail to the ceiling, my low back lengthens. And so for those of you who know the terms anterior and posterior tilt, that's all I'm doing here. So you're just going to give yourself a few moments to breathe and rotate the pelvis. And these are like little baby arches and curls. So that's the first little unwinding. Then you're going to bring one leg into the chest at a time and just hug the knees into the chest. So you'll breathe here for a full breath cycle, a few breath cycles. I like to just undulate the legs side to side a little bit to encourage a little bit more release of my low back. Then bring one leg at a time down. And then we're going to go into a little bit of rotational stretching. So I'm crossing my left leg over my right thigh. Arms can come out to the side, and then you just pour the body towards the top foot. And I'm just breathing here. And maybe if your leg only gets to here without feeling strained, that's fine. You just want to reach into whatever rotation you have. Breathe for a few breaths. Deepen in the abdominals to bring yourself back to center. And you'll do that a couple of times. So just breathing. If this shoulder wants to come off the floor, that's fine. It really is, you want to let the bones go where they go without stress. Breathe into that shape and then gently come back to center. And you want to do this on both sides. So this is a figure 4. My knee is away from my thigh as I rotate to the other side. I'm a little bit tighter on this side. I can feel a little bit more resistance. And so you just breathe and then slowly come back. And you'll do that a couple times on this side as well. We'll bring the feet back to the floor, and then we'll just do a little tiny bridge and lower back to the mat. And you want to do that a couple of times to kind of reset the sacrum on the spine. And so the next stretch is going to be a tight cross. So the first time I had the leg open, now I have it closed. And you're just going to do that same rotation. So this changes it a little bit. Notice how my top knee does not want to go to the floor. I can breathe into that, and then I can let it release, but my back arm's going to come off, and that's just fine. And I'll feel more of a stretch in the shoulder, more of a diagonal pull through the whole side of the body. Breathe into that, gently come back. And then you'll do that again for a couple of times. It's important just to hold the stretch and breathe. Let the floor hold you up. Try not to be gripping anywhere in the body. And then you'll come back. You'll do that on the other side a couple of times. And again, I'm rushing here, but you want to give yourself time to breathe into these shapes. I start with just wherever my body wants to go, and then I reach a little bit further, trying to find that knee, opening through the opposite shoulder, coming back to center. And then you just finish again with a couple of small bridges. So you're lifting up and lowering down. And one more, floating up and lowering down. And now you've unwound your lower back.